Hey guys. Okay, I'm still sick. I'm like really hoping that this is the last day. I'm going to share this to the magical life. Really, 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 really hoping this is the last day of sickness. Hey everyone, say hi as you're hopping on. So, I'm still sick. I am still upgrading. But I was like, oh, I want to get on really quick and talk about Christmas. I have this like incredible headache that is like super painful. Like coming up my neck into the base of my head and then across the front of my forehead. And it's like, it's okay right now. It still hurts, but when I stand up, it's like piercing. So just all symptoms of Bali bacteria, basically. But during the retreat, I set an intention to shed the last of my, I said I felt like I was a snake that had already shed like the first half of its skin and then the last half was just hanging on. So I set an intention during the retreat to shed the rest of it. And so it's shedding. I don't remember the last time I was this sick though. Like I've been sick since Wednesday night. I was really hoping I was going to feel better today and I just don't. I am drinking coffee today though, so feeling a little better. But it's one more day of rest for me. And I will tell you that this has been really difficult because this whole Jupiter in Capricorn taskmaster is like making me want to work. Like I want to work. And then this part of me is like, no, you have to rest. Like you have to rest. You have to get better. But there's so many things that need to get done. And, you know, there is a tremendous sense of urgency right now here at the end of the year for like getting our shit together and really going all in on our purpose work. And, you know, I'm always doing that. So I'm not concerned. Like I'm not having this thing where I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm, you know, not going all in on my purpose work right now. So I'm going to have a problem in 2020 because I'm always going all in on my purpose work. But, you know, there's ducks that need to be gotten in a row. There's ducks that need to be lined up in a row. I'm hiring an email person and I haven't been able to review the contract, and that's been pending since before I went into the retreat. I mean, there's just like so many things that, Shayla, sorry, I will get to you tomorrow, hopefully when this headache is gone. I'm sick, Catherine Rollins. I've been sick for 4 days, but I'm surviving. I'm really looking forward to not being sick though, because I'm really excited about the next phase of what's happening in my business and in the world, really. But what I decided to come on here and talk about today is that I've really been enjoying this month with Jack because it's the first year, and it's interesting because my other kids, it was more like 3 and 4 years old, they really started to get it. But Jack, it's this year, he's really started to like get the whole Santa Claus thing. And I just remember when I was little, my mom always made Christmas so magical. Like it was always just this really, really magical time. And so it's something that, because Jack has been so excited about Santa Claus this year, I've been, you know, like they have this thing called Portable North Pole. some of you who are parents might be aware of it, but it's this really amazing website where you put in your kids' information and they send you videos from Santa. So it's like Santa literally talking to your child. Like it's like a video, an email comes in from Santa and you open the video and Santa's like, "Hello, Jack," blah, blah, blah. And then like you upload pictures of the toys that he wants. It's just really magical, right? For a 5-year-old to like get a video from Santa where Santa is like talking to him and, like, you can put stuff in, like we've been always saying, like to Jack all year this year, that he needs to be kind to Josiah because he's always beating up on Josiah, who's his 14-year-old brother. And so like in the video that he got last night that I put together, it said, "We know that you've been asked to be kind to your brother. Like, have you been doing a good job?" And then it like is like, "Are you on my naughty or my nice list?" And it's just like to see his face and he gets so excited, like it's so magical. So I decided to hire a decorator this year, and they came yesterday, and they're going to be like descending upon the house and like really upon the villa and making it like extra magical, extra Christmassy and magical. So I'm actually not a Capricorn, Pat, but Sean is a Capricorn. And it was just interesting. So I was reflecting on Christmas, and I've actually been reflecting a lot upon, in the vein of my live stream yesterday, of like the shit that doesn't really matter. It's called Portable North Pole, and it's the best. Like, if you have little kids, it's the best ever. And I think like you pay like, it's like $12 or $20. I got the unlimited one. You can get like one video for like $5 maybe it was $11. I don't know. I paid for like the unlimited one so I can just send him videos the whole month. He can get videos the whole month. And he can get phone calls, like they can call him. And then it's really cool on their website. They have like on Christmas Eve, it shows like where you are. It shows where Santa is in the world delivering Christmas presents. Cause like Christmas Eve is different in different parts of the world. It's really cool. Like it's just an awesome website. I love it so much. And I didn't use it last year. And I used to use it. It's been around since Josiah was little, and it's like so much more advanced now. And so I haven't used it with Jack. And so this is kind of like, I think maybe we used it 3 years ago, but he wasn't really into it. So he's super into it now. And I made him one yesterday, and we watched it last night, and he was so excited. But like in the vein of like shit that doesn't really matter, I was thinking about, everybody getting on their fucking soapboxes about the commercialism of Christmas. And I'm just like, oh my God, like this is how we fucking take magic away from kids, is by having to get so fucking politically correct and so fucking, we always have to have something to bitch about. So it's like, well, Christmas isn't Christian anymore, and we've lost the purpose of Sean just got home from surfing. We've lost the purpose of Christmas. And I'm just like, yeah, but what about just the magic of Christmas for kids? What about just that when you're 5 years old, to think about Santa in the North Pole, making your Christmas presents, and then, waking up to a bunch of gifts under a tree? Like, what about that? Like, what about simply the pure joy of childhood? What about, with Jack in particular, we have been really careful to encourage, or we've been really careful to not discourage his belief in magic and his belief in his ability to achieve the supernatural and the extraordinary. And we will continue to foster that in him. And, I think it's very easy to be like, well, Christmas is turned to being all about commercialism, and it's just about consumerism and buying stuff that we don't need, and, blah, 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 so on, so on, so on. And, again, it's just like, there's bigger fish to fry in the world. There are things that matter more than the consumerism and the commercialism of Christmas. And I think that part of the problem is that we're constantly trying to find something to complain about, and we're stripping magic out of our everyday lives by being so judgmental about things like this. And so I'm just like sitting here this year feeling really happy because I know that financially I have the ability to create an amazing Christmas experience for my kids. And we're going to do a little bit of traveling right after Christmas, I'm pretty sure. And the only thing I'm bummed about is that my oldest son did finally get his passport renewed, but he's not going to have it in time to come join us for Christmas, but we'll do that next year. But, ooh, I just had such a good idea. I can't tell you what it is though. I'll tell you later. Ooh, it was such a good idea. So we're going to do some decorating today because we have some decorations here, and then the decorators are coming next week to do like the big tree and all of that. But we are going to do some decorating today. I have the Christmas boxes brought out, so we will show you the progress. I think I'm going to put one tree in my room because Jack spends a lot of time in here, so we're going to put a tree in here. But I'm happy because I have the ability to do that this year. And, you know, right or wrong, good or bad, something that I, you know, growing up, that finances were always a struggle, and finances were always an issue with my mom. Like, she always worked so hard to provide the things that she did, and she always made Christmas magical, and she always worked really, really hard to give me the things that I wanted as a child. But I could always sense the financial tension. Like, I always knew that times were hard and money was tight, and you know, it was kind of bittersweet because I knew that it was a struggle. And as a kid and growing up, like, I always wanted to be at the place where I could throw crazy birthday parties for my kids and not worry about the expense and not worry about the cost, and have elaborate Christmases and holiday parties and celebrations for my kids and not worry about the cost of it. And I keep getting all these ideas, so I'm just like keep taking notes as I'm doing this live stream. This one I can tell you about. We need to book our Christmas Day brunch because everything books up around here. So, you know, and I would say that this year is the first year that I've actually been at that place where I'm like, yep, it's like I can do the things that I want to do, and I don't have to worry about the cost. Like, I can spend $200 on balloons, or I can, you know what I mean? It's like I have the ability now to do the things. Hey, Mallory, I saw you come. I was wondering, but I was like, she's probably just busy doing something. But I have the ability to create the experiences that I want to create for my kids. And like, nobody's going to make me feel bad about that, right? And so I remember a few years ago, someone saying to me like, how can you celebrate Christmas? You're not even a Christian. And I was like, well, let me fucking tell you something. Santa doesn't give a shit if you're Christian. Like, Santa gives no fucks if you are Christian. And it's interesting because as this year has gone by, and as, you know, I've been visited by Jesus and Mary Magdalene, and I've been diving more into Mary Magdalene's gospel. And, you know, it's interesting because I think that there is a version of Christianity that I could be down with. I'm not fully there yet. I'm still in the exploratory phase of it. You know, Calvin Witcher, who I've been talking about a lot because I think he's really fucking awesome. If you're not following him, you should definitely go do it. He posted something the other day that said, religion's always going to be around. Like, there's always going to be a form of religion around. Like, if you could change one thing about religion, what would it be? And I said dogma. Like, if I could change one thing about religion, it would be dogma. Because I feel like there are so many amazing things about religion. There are so many amazing things, but for me, it's like community. It's inspiring faith, right? There are, and inspiring belief in magic at some point, right? It's just that we get so wrapped up in, I mean, here's the thing. It's like, it's this double-edged sword, right? Because as we advance as a race, as the human race advances and as technology advances, we disprove so many things that we believed to be true in the past. And so as technology advances, we lose faith, in that there is something greater than us. And so we're sort of at this, we're at odds with with ourselves in many ways, because we want to believe in something greater. We want to believe that, many of us want to believe in the otherworldly and in the supernatural, but then technology comes in and science comes in and claims to prove or disprove certain things. And I shared this video yesterday that Sean had shared that was really interesting. That was like, we actually have no idea of knowing like much of anything, because we continue to just destroy history. And so I've been thinking about, and obviously like this headache is making my brain not super clear, so I may be a bit rambly on this live stream, but I've been since this sickness happened, one of the things that I've really been paying attention to is how human beings are focusing on things that just don't matter. Like in the big scheme of things, it's like we get so wrapped up in the things that are actually not important. And we're expending all of our energy, which is exactly what they want us to do, because it's how they keep us controlled, right? We expend our energy on these things that don't really matter, because the media or certain advocates are getting us all riled up into believing that this is like really important and it's something that, like we need to put all of our focus on. And then it takes our focus away from actually the things that are important and the things that we should be focusing on. But we've gotten so nitpicky. And, do I agree that there is a lot of waste that happens? Yes. Do I agree? Does Jack have way more toys than he should possibly have? Yes. And, do I feel like we spend too much money on toys sometimes? Yes. And at the end of the day, like, what is the crime in that? About every other month or every 3 months, we go clean out all of Jack's toys and we take them to kids here in Bali that don't have the opportunities that Jack has to have the things that Jack has. But for me, like, there are more important things for me to be worrying about than if my child has too many toys, or if I'm, me showing up and doing my purpose work all day, every day is much more important than me worrying about if wrapping the Christmas presents with the Christmas paper that I bought is wasteful. I mean, it's just, I'm sorry, but ultimately I'm here for making a difference in the way that I know that I'm meant to make a difference, and at the same time providing a magical experience for my kids. So I'm, I don't know. It was something that came to me today, and I this story of Santa, and I actually love that show. I'm going to watch it with Jack this week. It's the old school Santa Claus show. There's like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Like, if you're my age, you know the ones that I'm talking about. They were like the, I don't think it was claymation, but they're like those old school ones. There's like Frosty the Snowman, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Like, they almost look like stuffed animals, kind of, but not. Ugh, I can't think of. And then there was, like, Heat Miser. You know the ones that I'm talking about? Who's my age that knows what I'm talking about? We're, like, losing viewers by the second on this live stream because I'm rambling. I was going to sneeze, but now I'm not. I hate that. Come on, somebody. Somebody knows. Somebody knows. Somebody knows. I was going to look it up. I think they're like the best. And they talk about like the old school Kris Kringle. Let's see. Robert Louis May. It was Robert Louis May that did them. So there's like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And then there's it's like all the Christmas classics that go along with that series. And they were from, let's see, 1939, so they're like really old. I'm obsessed with these Christmas movies because I used to watch them all the time when I was little with my grandparents, and they were like what indicated that Christmas was upon us, right? Like, and Nightmare Before Christmas is great too. I love that as well. We'll probably watch that. I think Jack will like that one this year. Yeah, we're for sure going to watch Nightmare Before Christmas. That's a great suggestion. But these other ones, like, I just love them because they're like, it's like old school Christmas. And there's one that's all about like Kris Kringle and like Kris Kringle growing up. And like, he's like the young Santa Claus with the red hair. And yeah, I need to find the, well, the one is called A Year Without a Christmas. That's the one with Heat Miser and apparently this is like just a chatty live stream today. There's only 9 of you watching because everyone else was just like, what the fuck is she even talking about? A Year Without a Christmas is the one with Heat Miser. I'm pretty sure. That's my husband's favorite. He loves that one so much. We're totally going to start watching Christmas movies tonight. This was probably the reason I even got on this live stream today, was just to remind myself about all my Christmas movies that I love. I don't know that Jack will sit through Polar Express, but it's one of my favorites. So I'm going to watch that one for sure. Look at my dark circles, you guys. Oh, the sickness has been real. Anyway, I guess what I want to just say is that it's okay to just enjoy the magic of Christmas with your kids and not feel guilty about whether or not you're contributing to consumerism. You know, and yes, be mindful. Like, I like to buy recycled, really amazing recycled, but amazing recycled Christmas paper. I can't do that in Bali because it doesn't fucking exist here. So here I just have to make do with what I can get. I'm actually going to Sydney right before Christmas, so I'm hoping to get a lot of holiday shopping and stuff done there. And so, you know, hopefully I can be a little more conscious about some of the things that I'm purchasing. But the truth of the matter is that we're gonna buy a bunch of toys and we're gonna buy a bunch of shit for stockings, and we're gonna make the experience completely magical. And I'm not gonna be too worried about whether or not I'm buying into the consumerism of Christmas. What I'm gonna be worried about and what I'm gonna be doing is enjoying a completely magical experience with my 5-year-old and seeing that wonder in his eyes and reinforcing to him that magic gets to be a part of his everyday life. And, you know, there's not going to be a whole lot of more years of the magic of Santa Claus in my house, because Jax, unless we like adopt some little girl till we have grandkids, like we're reaching the end of it. So I'm going to enjoy it for what it is. And I'm going to enjoy that I have the financial resources to actually do it the way that I'd like to do it this year. And we will be donating money this Christmas to causes that we care about. And we will be giving back, and we will be supporting our staff here financially at Christmas. So, you know, we'll be doing good in the world for the wasteful consumerism that we will be participating in as well, I guess. But I just, you know, I think that as moms especially, like, there's a lot put upon us, and I just, you know, I just wanted to use my platform to say to you that don't feel guilty about going all in on Christmas. And if you're a pagan or you're an atheist or you're a, you know, whatever you are, Santa Claus doesn't give a shit. Like, right? Santa Claus cares about creating magic for children, not about what religion you are. So he's an equal belief, opportunity participant. That's what I know. That's what I know. That's what I know. That's really all I have to say. I'm not even actually going to sell anything on this live stream because I don't feel like it. I'm still feeling sick. I'm going to go watch a Christmas movie now, probably. I'm like watching Greenleaf, and it's so good. I'm like obsessed with it. I'm getting so many transmissions from watching Greenleaf, which is a super religious show, by the way, if you haven't watched it. So I've been watching Greenleaf. I have been reading Michelle Mosley, formerly known as Paige Filliator's book, The Patterns, which is amazing. I've been geeking out on human design and astrology, especially astrology. I've been like totally geeking out on astrology for like 2 days. I've been binge watching David Palmer, the Leo King. I've had a lot of time on my hands. So off topic, are you doing another class like the one last year? Okay, so this keeps coming up. So apparently I need to address this. It's so interesting. Were you the one that actually asked about it? And you're talking about my free group program that I did last year. Is that what you're talking about, Megan? I'm just going to get confirmation before I talk about this. Yeah, Mallory, it might be called Santa Claus is Coming to Town. I was trying to get we'll wait for Megan to respond, and I'm going to look it up now because I was waiting for my VPN. The Year Without a Santa Claus is one of them. That one's from 1974. And it is probably Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Oh. Yes, and it's Santa Claus is Coming to Town, 1970. So the reason that all of these I know, these were my movies when I was growing up as a kid. I was born in 1976. So, yes, Santa Claus is Coming to Town. We're watching all of these movies. There's a Frosty the Snowman one that's similar. That's so good too. I'm writing them down so I don't forget. The bullshit excuses. are you doing another class like the one last year? Your excuses are bullshit. Well, I do lots of one-off classes, and I will be doing some next year. I'm not going to be doing as many as I've done in the past, because I'm really wanting to focus on my free content over on YouTube. So I'm going to be doing more exclusive free content on YouTube, and then I will be doing some one-off classes like as I am divinely led to doing them. But I am going to be doing a free group program. It's something that I've done the last few years, and I hadn't thought about it, and somebody brought it up, and I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't even thought about it. But we will do it as part of the Ouroboros launch, actually. So the free program will be the Ouroboros experience, and it will be something about like, we'll cover stuff around how to take advantage of a 4 universal year, and it will be about how to make 2020 abundant and prosperous will be the free group program. I think that program will start in between Christmas and New Year's. So yeah, well, the one where you had to figure out the personal year that you were in, it was my free one. Yeah, the Soul Alchemy experience. So yeah, yes, I'm going to do one of those. And it's probably not going to be as long as I've done in the past, because I've normally done 3 to 4 weeks. I think it'll probably just be a 2-week thing, maybe a 4-class 2-week thing. But yes, I am going to be doing the free group program this year. And it will be an application program again. You will have to submit a video. So be looking for that. I can't remember when we started it last year, but this year it's for sure going to be, we'll do it. Well, I think it will probably launch we'll probably start it the week in between Christmas and New Year's. So I don't know, we're going to have to get on it. But that was one of the things actually I've been thinking about while I've been sick, was the free group program. So if you already know you want in on the free group program, drop me a snake emoji or a money bag emoji below. And yeah, your excuses were bullshit was paid. This one will be called like the Ouroboros experience, how to make 2020 prosperous and abundant, or something like that. Mallory found the snake emoji. Or you can drop me the money bag emoji, or you can drop me the stack of hundos emoji. Not the flying away one, though. I don't know why people use the money flying away emoji. I'm like, I don't want the money to fly away. I want the money to fly to me and stay with me, but not fly away. There you go. Megan's got it. All the money and snake, and Mallory's giving us yen as well. Yen and dollar bills. That's good. I'll take it. I can use those on my side of the world, in my part of the world. All right. Well, yes, we will be doing the free program. Listen, I will just say before we get off, though, that the Black Birthday sales are ending like in just a little over 24 hours. So if you've been knowing that you wanted to get in on Ouroboros, it's your last chance to save $1,111 on the program. Or if you know you want to do all the Leah things in 2020, the all-class pass is $2,222 off. And then launch with me, which I talked about on the live stream yesterday. So you should probably most definitely do the damn thing and check out the Black Birthday sales. So Mallory can drop the link for that if you want to. But yeah, so stay tuned for more information coming on the free group program. And I think that's it. So have an amazing rest of your day. I'm gonna go drink this coffee, relax, focus on getting better. That's it. Do some Christmas decorating. I'll put a picture on Instagram. So if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, do that. We were supposed to start Wealth Sermon Wednesdays last week, but I was sick, so we did not. And so it will be starting officially this week, so I'm super excited about that. Going to be doing lots of exclusive content over on YouTube, so you'll definitely want to go check that out. Also, remember that if you are one of my first 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, you have the ability of winning an abundance activation session with me that's valued at $1,111. So these are my one-on-one sessions. They're the only one-on-one sessions that I'll be doing outside of programs next year. And so one of my first 1,000 subscribers is going to win that session. If you've already subscribed, don't worry, you're already in the running. But you do have to have your subscription set to public in order for me to see that you subscribed. So definitely come check me out over on YouTube. I'm going to be doing more and more content over there. I think that's it. So have an amazing day. Farewell.